Hi there, my name is Kira, and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this adorable little ghost dog. This could not be more perfect for Halloween, and it works up super quickly. This does work with any of my dog patterns. I do have a video on how to crochet my little Labrador pattern. I do have some other dog patterns on my Etsy page if that's something that you're interested in. But let's go ahead and get started. Yarn today, I'll be using Premier Parfait Chunky in the color white. For supplies, you'll need a pair of scissors, a 5mm crochet hook, and a stitch marker and embroidery needle. I'm just going to start off by making 6 single crochet into a magic ring. And if you don't know how to do this, I do have a tutorial on my page that I will link down below. For the next round, I'm going to make 6 increase stitches, and an increase stitch is just 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So there's 1 increase stitch, and I'm going to do that 5 more times. I'm going to go ahead and place my stitch marker, and just for reference, I like to keep my stitch marker in the last stitch of the round rather than the first stitch of the round. For the next round, I'm going to make 1 single crochet and then an increase stitch and repeat that 6 times to go all the way around. So 1 single crochet and then an increase stitch, and then I'm just going to do that 5 more times. For the next round, I'm going to do 2 single crochet and then an increase stitch and repeat that 6 times to go all the way around. So 1 and 2 single crochet and then an increase stitch. And then I'm going to do that 5 more times. For the next round, we're going to be making some holes that will be for the ears on the dog's head to fit into. So I'm just going to start by making 1 single crochet. And then I'm going to chain 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then I'm going to skip 5 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And going into this 6th stitch here, I'm going to make 7 single crochet. So I skipped 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and going into that next stitch, I'm going to make 7 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to do that again. So I'm going to chain another 9. So 1, and then I'm going to skip 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into this 6th stitch here, I'm going to make 6 single crochet. So there's 1, for the next round, we're going to be crocheting into these chain stitches that we have left here. But before we do that, the first thing I'm going to do is just make 1 increase stitch. And then I'm going to do 2 single crochet and an increase stitch 3 times into these chain stitches. So I'm just going to go into the top loop of each of these stitches. So 1 single crochet, there's 2 single crochet, and then an increase stitch, and then I'm going to do that 2 more times. Then I'm just going to do 7 increase stitches. And then I'm going to make another 2 single crochet and an increase stitch 3 times into my chain stitch on the other side. So same thing, I'm just going into the top loop of each chain stitch. So there's 1 and 2 single crochet, and then I'm going to make an increase stitch. And then I'm going to do that 2 more times. And then I'm just going to finish off the round with 6 increase stitches. For the next round, I'm going to do 8 single crochet and then an increase stitch 5 times, and then at the end I'll just do 6 single crochet and an increase stitch. So I'm going to start with 8 single crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then I'm going to do an increase stitch. And then I'm going to repeat that 4 more times. And then I'm just going to finish off the round with 6 single crochet and then an increase stitch. For this next round, we're just going to go ahead and do 58 single crochet around. So I'm going to go ahead and do this round off camera. But again, you're just going to do 58 single crochet around, and then I'll be back to show you what to do next. So I just finished my 58 single crochet around, and for this next round we're going to be adding some holes for the eyes. But before we get started on that, I'm just going to remove some stitches until I have my stitch marker, I guess, centered on the back of the head here. So I want it to be centered with these ear holes that we made. So I'm just going to go right in the center of here and go straight up. And this stitch right here looks to be centered in the back, so I'm just going to take out all those stitches before. And then when I start this next round, my stitch marker will be in the right place. So now we can go ahead and start the next round. And I'm just going to start by doing 1 single crochet and then a decrease stitch 2 times. So 1 single crochet, and then a decrease stitch, and then I'm going to do that one more time. And then I'm going to make 17 single crochet. Okay, and then after my 16 single crochet, I'm going to chain 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then I'm going to skip 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on this 5th stitch, I'm going to make 4 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to do this again to make another eye hole. So I'm going to chain 8 more. So there's 1, and then we're going to skip 4 more stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and on this 5th stitch I'm going to make 17 single crochet. And then I'm going to finish off the round by making another 1 single crochet and then a decrease stitch 2 times. So 1 single crochet and then a decrease, and then I'm going to do that one more time. So for the next round, I'm going to be doing 62 single crochet around. And just like we did with the ears, when you get to these eye holes, you're just going to single crochet into that top loop of the chain. And we're just going to single crochet all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and do this round off camera, but again, you're just going to do 62 single crochet around. So I just got to my first eye hole, and I just wanted to show you again. I'm just going into the top loop of those chain stitches to make my single crochet. Just like that, and I'm just going to keep crocheting around. So I just finished my 62 single crochet around. In this next round, we are going to start by making 1 increase stitch, and then I'm going to do a single crochet and a decrease stitch 4 times. So 1 single crochet and then a decrease stitch, and then I'm going to repeat that 3 more times. And then I'm going to do 13 single crochet, and then I'm gonna chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I'm gonna skip 11 stitches. So we're gonna make a hole for the nose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then on this 12th stitch here, I'm gonna start in this 12th stitch and make 13 more single crochet. And then to finish off the round, I'm just gonna do 1 single crochet and a decrease stitch 4 times. So 1 single crochet and then a decrease stitch. So that was 1, and then I'm gonna do that 3 more times. Okay, so I know this is looking a little bit crazy. For the next 7 rounds, we're gonna do 54 half double crochets a round. So to do a half double crochet, I'm just gonna yarn over my hook and insert my hook into the next stitch. And then I'm gonna yarn over and pull up a loop. So I now have 3 loops on my hook. And then I'm gonna yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. And that's 1 half double crochet. So again, I'm gonna yarn over and then insert my hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. So there's 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So there's 2. So I'm gonna do 7 rounds of 54 half double crochet a round. And I'm gonna go ahead and do these rounds off camera for time's sake. But one more time, you're just gonna do 7 rounds of 54 half double crochet a round, and then I'll be back to show you what to do next. So I just finished my 7 rounds of 54 half double crochet a round, and this is what it looks like. I know it looks crazy, but it'll come together once we put it on the dog. For the next round, I'm gonna make 8 half double crochet and then a half double crochet increase 6 times to go all the way around. So I'm just going to start with 8 half double crochet. And then to do a half double crochet increase, it's just 2 half double crochet into the same stitch. So there's 1, and then into that same stitch there's 2. So that was 1, and I'm going to repeat that 5 more times to go all the way around. For the next round, I'm just going to make 60 half double crochet a round. I'm going to go ahead and do this round off camera, but again, you're just going to do 60 half double crochet a round. So I just finished my round of 60 half double crochet around, and for the next round we're gonna do 9 half double crochet and then a half double crochet increase, and repeat that 6 times to go all the way around. So I'm just gonna start by making 9 half double crochet. And then I'm going to do a half double crochet increase stitch. So 2 half double crochet into the same stitch. And then I'm just going to repeat that again 5 more times to go all the way around. For the last round of this little ghost costume, we are going to do 2 single crochet, 3 increase stitches, 2 single crochet, and then 3 decrease stitches 5 times to go almost all the way around, and then at the end we'll just make 1 single crochet. So again, that's going to be 2 single crochet and then 3 increase stitches. So let's start with that. So I'm going to do 1, 2 single crochet, and then 3 increase stitches. So 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm going to do 2 more single crochet, and then 3 decrease stitches. So that was 1, and now I need to do that 4 more times. So I'll do it with you one more time here. So you're going to do 2 single crochet, and then 3 increase stitches, and then I'm going to do 2 more single crochet, and then 3 decrease stitches. So very it's kind of hard to see, but this is creating a little bit of a wave across the bottom here. So I'm just going to continue to repeat this pattern all the way around, and then when I get to this last stitch here, I'm just going to make 1 single crochet to finish off the round. So I've just gone ahead and cut all my little tails short so that you cannot see them on the outside. And then here is the finished little ghost costume. I'm going to show you how this fits onto my dog. This might work with other dog patterns, but I have not tried it. And I do know for sure that it works with any of my dog patterns. So to show you, I just have this is my border collie. And I just wanted to show you how to put the little ghost outfit on. So these two holes up here at the top are meant for the ears to go through, and then these two holes are for the eyes, and then this big hole here is for the little snout. So what I'm gonna do is just put this over the head, and I'm just gonna reach in these little ear holes and pull the ears onto the outside. And you may have to just fidget with it a little bit until they fit on there. And then I'm just gonna pull this nose piece down over the snout, and you really want to tuck it in below the chin just so that you can see more of the snout coming out. And then you can just adjust as needed, make some space for those little eyes. I hope you guys liked making this sweet pattern as much as I did. This is definitely one of my favorites for Halloween. If you do make this pattern, I would love to see your photos, and you can tag me on Instagram at Crochet with Kira. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.